Today I'm going to be reviewing this waterproof phone case that was recently sent to me by the brand. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out here just to kind of show you exactly what you are looking at in regards to the case, the way it looks, the size, all of those sorts of details. So you can see here, this is going to be a waterproof self-checking gadget. You open the charger port cover and then you can pull up the waterproof gadget. Not sure what exactly that means. There are instructions, of course, so that is helpful. This is going to have a little tool. I have no idea what this is for. And that just kind of pulls off there. I assume this is to like pull it open. Let's look here and see. Looks like it pops out the middle. Again, I'm not quite sure. Yep, looks like that just kind of pries. This is kind of just like a little tool to kind of pry apart the waterproof thing. This is going to have a little carrying case. This is going to be this little part here. So this kind of pops out. So kind of gives you a way where you can hold on to your device as well. Let me pull this out of here. And I will check the waterproofness of this as well. So it's going to have the little charging port is going to be right down here at the bottom. And that just kind of sits right inside of there and it goes in. So obviously we'll have to see how well that works on the water tightness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just a regular piece of paper. I'm going to put it right down inside of here. And then we're going to test and see how watertight this case actually is. So I'm just going to be testing this out here in my sink. I just put a piece of paper down inside of there. So I'm going to be running some water here. So first of all, I'm going to try and put a bunch of water inside of this. Trying not to make a mess all over my sink. I'm going to try and put a bunch of water inside of this because my thought is the ports, the side, if it's going to leak somewhere, that's where it is going to leak at. It also has this little spot on the back. So currently it looks like that paper is still dry. That's nice. Okay, now this is because it's got some air in it, it's going to float right now here inside my sink. However, with a phone in it, I'm not sure if the weight of the phone would push it down or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to submerge it, and I'm going to put something on top of it. Now I'm going to leave it inside of the sink here for about 5 minutes, set an alarm here on my watch, and we will see in 5 minutes if that paper is still dry after being totally submerged in water for 5 minutes or not. So it's been right at 5 minutes, been totally submerged the entire time with this glass bottle holding it down. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. And I'm not looking, doesn't look like there's any water inside. We will open it up to double check, but I am not showing any water inside of here at this point in time on this paper. So let me go ahead and kind of dry this off. Just going to try and dry it before I open it. Now, obviously, to open it, you have to kind of use that little prying tool. You could also use your fingers, a screwdriver, something like that. Wouldn't be an issue at all. But it does come with that glass prying, or that little prying tool to like pry apart the two separate parts of this. So I'm going to go ahead and go here on the bottom, going at the top. Again, it was fully submerged for that 5 minutes. So let me go ahead and pry it apart. So again, I'm just using this little pry tool, and I'm just coming up on the edge and just kind of turning it, popping it up, going to the next edge and doing the same, just kind of turning it and popping it up to trying to unseat it along here. Yep, you can just kind of go right in between there to do that. Once you get the top side, the rest should come relatively easy. And yep, you can kind of see that, how that's going to work here. Just moving its way along this thing here and prying it up. And there we go. Now, as you can see, this piece of paper is 100% dry. There's no water on it at all. So this does work. It is actually waterproof. So that is really, really nice. It's going to be a nice waterproof case. Now, I'm not sure how much, like if you bang on it, that sort of thing, you know, if you're going in places where you're going to be a lot of damage to these sides, I'm not sure how well that would hold up. You can see there's a nice gasket around here, and then this is going to slide right into that part there, and that's where the gasket is that makes sure no water gets inside. This is going to be sealed here at the bottom. You've got this nice seal on your charging port as well. You can see that gasket right there. That's what's going to keep that water out, and then as well as keep it out of the charging port. So definitely a really, really nice option if you're someone who's maybe going out on the water and you're worried about your phone or your device. You can easily use this. Now, this does also come with a little lanyard thing, so you can easily tie that around there to make sure, you know, you hold on to your phone and don't drop it if you're in deeper water as well.